All righty. We are here, man. We're here. Good morning, everybody. Fashionably late, of course. Apologies. But welcome to another episode of Wake and Pack on a Friday morning. TGIF, everybody. Again, on 420 HPOV Boulevard, it's Friday every day. You know what I'm saying? But TGIF for you normal people who treats each day accordingly. I don't. Every day's Friday over here. And that's how everybody should live. Let's see who the hell we got in the building. Shout out to Zane Strong. Hey, I wouldn't be mad at either of those. And Wilson, you talking about the linebacker Eric Wilson? What's the running back name? Emmanuel what? Is it Emmanuel Wilson? I'm a little I'm shooting a blank right now. Are you talking about Eric Wilson or Emmanuel? And is our running back's name Emmanuel Wilson? Anyway, let me know, y'all. Hell yeah, Lambeau leap year. You know? Oh, hey, that's the typical Packer way, Brandy. You know that. Hey, this year out of all years, we're going to get a first round wide receiver. Shout out to my boy G-Pack. Don't know that name, but the Chris Jenkins name I did know, defensive tackle from back in the day. Spent some time with the Jets, I believe, and the Panthers. A top-notch guy there. And if we could get him, we actually had his brother, Cullen Jenkins. So y'all know the Jenkins family. But if he's anything like him, ain't even got to be the same position. But if he's something like him as far as talent, then we'll be good. House of Red Wine in the building, man. Shout out to House of Red Wine. Okay, that's what I thought you was talking about. That's what I thought you was talking about. And I do think that he will have a better year than he did. Maybe he might have more asked of him. Maybe A.J. Dillon won't be back. You know what I'm saying? We don't know about that. My nigga Freddie Roper's in the building. But y'all see who the thumbnail is about, man. Mr. Eric Stokes. And first of all, we would like to wish him a happy birthday, right? I've always I never wanted to be a part of it, but I've had a friend or two who was born on leap year. I'm like, damn, how does it feel to have a birthday every other year? Or how does it feel? Again, they still celebrate it the way they celebrated, but that is an interesting thing. But thank the the Aztecs or whoever the fuck made these calendars up. You know what I'm saying? But at what point did we start counting and tracking time? You know what I'm saying? So that's a whole nother question. But Eric Stokes, you guys, so we were just talking yesterday about this combine, you guys, right? Just watch, just for fun, just to probably learn some names, but we're really not going to get much from the combine as far as what these guys are going to do on the field. So we're going to use Eric Stokes as an example. I'm not trying to talk about him or down him, especially on his birthday, but we are expecting him to take a leap, right? So it's something in football. A lot of people say the most important year in football is not the rookie year, but it's that second year. And that's when people either take that jump or have a sophomore slump. Okay. Eric Stokes had a sophomore slump, but it's because it was riddled with injuries. So if we looking at the Eric Stokes that we got and drafted, he was thrown into position. I don't remember exactly what was going on that year, but I know he was thrown in that position early. Maybe because Jair was gone again, but again, we dating back to 2021. But what I do know is in 2021, he had 55 tackles, a few of them for loss, 14 passes defended. You know what I'm saying? And played in 16 games. That is what we want from him. Okay. Second year, 9 games played, 26 tackles. That's when the injury started coming. Third year, he only plays 3 games, starts 1 or 2 games, 6 tackles, 1 for loss. Okay. Let's go into his combine deals, right? 4.3 40, top 96 percentile, vertical jump, top 80 percentile, broad jump, top 84 percentile. The only issue he had was a 3-cone drill where he ran a 6.9, and he was in like the 30 or 47 percentile. I don't know what happened with him on a 3-cone drill. I personally ran a 3-cone drill at a 4.9. So clearly this guy's a way better athlete, and I was a defensive lineman at the time. I don't know what happened with that drill. Maybe it's a different 3-cone drill, but I only know of one. And he ran a 6.9 in that one. I don't know if he slipped, might have slipped. I don't know if they do do-overs like that in the combine, but that was bad. So what I'm saying is, you see how he had all the numbers, right? And he's a first-round pick. He had all the numbers coming out of the combine that you would want, except for that one drill. Did it all translate to the field? We don't know yet. I hope he does take a leap this year. Again, nobody likes being riddled by injuries, and we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt because on paper, he has all the skills. So again, we've mentioned him along with Christian Watson are going to the University of Wisconsin, who is supposed to have the best specialists when it comes to those kind of injuries, soft tissue issues. They're going to go and fix the problem. Anything that our new strength and conditioning coach knows about those kind of injuries, I'm sure he will lay down the law on how to take care of this for Eric Stokes. So we all Packer fans here, probably hasn't worked out the way we wanted to with a first pick, especially with the skill set that Eric Stokes has, being in that Georgia defense, having two more of his Georgia boys come over that he's familiar with, Quay and Devontae. So, not throwing in a towel on Stokes, but that's just showing you guys that a motherfucker could have good numbers in the combine and not be good on the field. Not saying that Stokes is not good. I'm just using his numbers as an example. And like I said, Ocho Cinco and Shannon Sharp were actually re-looking at their combine stats and was laughing at it. So again, it doesn't translate. What translate is down said hut. What you do in between the lines, the hash marks with a guy in your face, with a play having to be called, that's real football. Real football is not looking cute, running around doing drills. Although those drills are difficult to do and they do make it look fairly easy. But that's what I'm just coming to talk about. We're going to wish Stokes a happy birthday on leap year. Interesting year to be born in. I've known a few friends born on the 29th and they don't always have a birthday, which is like crazy. Of course, they still give them one, but, it's just crazy to see that your birthday isn't on the calendar. But we wishing Eric Stokes happy birthday, speedy recovery. We still got faith in you. We used the number 1 pick on you, first round pick on you, So we want you to come back. And, now it's so many people who I'm sure forgot, right? This is a what have you done for me lately league. Every, casual Packer fan, including myself, I talked to, we need a corner. We need a corner. Well, damn, we probably wouldn't need a corner if we knew what we was getting from Eric Stokes. We know we got Jair. If Stokes came like he's supposed to come, with the emergence of Valentine and Ballantyne, still pretty much in his defense, still would need to draft a corner on top of that. But we would be a lot more confident if Stokes showed up as the Eric Stokes that did in his rookie year. And let's not throw in a towel yet. Why I always tell you guys, Packer great offensive lineman Mike Wall. He was like, man, I didn't get good until my 4th year. So he was on the brink of getting cut or whatever, because that's normally how it goes in your 4th year. They're trying to figure out what they're doing with you. He said he didn't feel he got good until then. So what is my take on the draft curse? It was a 3rd round curse and 1st round safety curse. I don't like to relate anything being cursed around 1265 at all, because we just that good of a franchise. We leave that to those other franchise who admittedly, openly admit that they have curses of some sort. We could go to Clippers curse in basketball. We could a lot of curses in football. Minnesota Vikings. I even say that the Bears are cursed at this point. Shit, is the Niners cursed at this point? The Kaepernick curse, the candlestick curse. If you're going to talk about us being cursed as far as getting draft picks, I'm okay with that, because it's a fucking crapshoot anyway. So I don't really look at it that way, Brandy. That's just the way that shit folded that time. And again, for anybody, any team, this is all a crapshoot. As we've seen, Stokes, his numbers he showed in the combine in college have not so far translated to the NFL level. Now, his first year, where he did have 14 passes defended, it was very promising, right? So we have that to hold our hats on and to hope that he could get back to that. But I don't believe in none of that shit. It's luck of the draw. A lot of moving parts. First of all, you got to get a good player. Got to make sure his head is straight. Got to make sure he's in the right scheme. Got to make sure he's motivated. Like it's so many moving parts that goes into these guys having a successful career, and it's out of certain people's hands. So I'm not going to add curse to anything that has to do with the Packers, but I would just say misfortune, right? Some people might say, oh man, Packers are cursed with injuries since LaFleur came, but I'm going to stay away from that word because even as bad as it's been, with Bakhtiari being out, Campbell being out, Jair missing a lot of time, Rashawn getting hurt, all these people getting hurt, again, it's football and it's brutal. So, we just going to go there, but we ain't going to, we're not going to get into what other people made up. I'm sure it probably wasn't even a Packer fan who said, oh, we gotta, now, can we do better at drafting safeties? Absolutely. Pass, but there was a point in time where we had a Nick Collins. Even a Morgan Burnett was serviceable. For a little while, HaHa Clinton Dix was a little serviceable. Okay, we didn't draft Adrian Amos, but we still made a move and a play to get him. And we were solid at safety for a minute there, right? So, and then some teams, not every team's good at everything, like the Niners, the Ravens, a couple other teams, which is going to be us pretty soon. But again, so many moving parts. And what would you rather be good at? Okay, we might not be the best at drafting safeties, right? But what do we draft well? Offensive linemen, wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? So, can't be good or great in everything. But even the picks that we did get, like that wasn't successful, just like Eric Stokes, the numbers in his college career, we were thinking like, oh shit, this shit might work. Many times we done that. We missed on the Equanimeous St. Brown. We missed on a Ahmad Carroll corner back in the day. We missed on a lot of shit, but everybody misses every year. How many people are on the football team? 53. So just go over all around the league, and it's going to be some guys. How do we end up getting a Rasul Douglas, a dude who, soon as he came to our team, we seen a big difference. Like, this is not a developed Packer player, right? This motherfucker is a little different. So, you know what I'm saying? Even if we are weak, I would say weak, not cursed. Maybe we don't have the eye to get a top-tier safety out there. What we do? Charles Woodson came in as a corner, got a little older. Hey, go ahead and go play safety. So that saved us for safety play for a while too. But that is the most important position I think we need right now. And again, watch Goop does something totally different. But yeah, I ain't relating no kind of curses to us, Brandy. We are too good of a franchise to be cursed by anything. We are cursed by winning and cursed by being successful. John Bain is in the building. Hit the motherfucking like button, man. Aaron, happy birthday, man, for sure to Eric Stokes, man. It was my boy birthday yesterday. Dark Gable, man. So when I seen it was Stokesy's birthday, I said, you know what? Let's wish him a happy birthday. But actually, he's a guy that we need to talk to and talk about, right? We steady screaming up and down. We need corners. We need that nickel. We need this. We need that. Regardless of where Stokes is on the field. And then again, who the fuck knows what Coach Hafley thinks about Eric Stokes? He might think the world of him. He might wanted to recruit him at some point. You never know. So again, we got to wait and see. Peyton Wilson, don't know him either. Fill me in. And Freddie Roper, he told me about these Georgia boys a long time ago. And again, I'm not throwing in the towel on Eric Stokes. Exactly. Stokes was thrown in the fire. So yeah, again, it was a couple years ago. I smoke a lot. I knew it was something like that. Definitely. And these are two people, Zane, Stokes and Heavy D, bro. This upcoming year, I might be a little more brash. I might be a little more, expecting more out of them. I'm not going to be treating them like a baby. I'm not going to be treating them like the rookies coming in. I'm expecting big things from Heavy D. It's about that time. Another first-round pick from Georgia. Hello, hey, Quay's the only one who really made a really big impact. We didn't see Quay get pick sixes, take it to the house, and change games. We didn't see Quay get sacks. We didn't see Quay lead the team in tackles, even though he missed half the games for about 2 years, man. So Quay has paid dividends. Heavy D, Eric Stokes, Georgia boys. Where are you guys at? We doing all this in spite of y'all and kind of without y'all. Definitely without Stokes. He ain't been around a couple years. You know, this year, like I said, 3 games. Year before, he played 9 games, but was just dealing with the injury thing. We finally put him on the IR. So the Georgia boys got to come through and play good this year. All motherfucking 3 of them. And I don't think that is beyond the possibility. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm about to hit the ball right now. Appreciate that to my boy Zane. Hey, you right, bro. Shout out to Dark Gable, big homie. You right about that. And after a while, you know, the guy who's going to Wisconsin with him to get these soft tissue issues fixed, we're going to be saying the same about Christian Watson, right? I've been having Christian Watson's back for a while. Why? Because I see the greatness. I see what he's capable of. But you got some other Packer fans, like angry casual Packer fan or angry casual fan. He's like, hey, CW ain't all that to me. You know what I'm saying? And he has the right to think that way. Why? Because the best ability is availability, and he hasn't been around. He's let Romeo surpass him in the wide receiver room. He's let Wicks surpass him in the wide receiver room. He might have Bo Melton surpass him in the wide receiver room. Jaden Reed, you know, and then again, just me naming these guys I just named, where the fuck are we going to draft a receiver at? I think we should pass this year. I don't think we need one. Again, in the middle of the summer, when we have a awakened pack, when we're all together trying to see which 5 receivers are going to make the roster, we're going to be having a hard time, you know, not using one of these guys for sure, right? So we shall see. Exactly. So, you know, there goes the curse right there, you know, and I'm very confident in Tucker Kraft. I think that's the route that we should go. I think that's the route that we should go. And big homie, you ain't lying. But see, let's talk about the combine again. Let's do this again right now. Equanimeous St. Brown, right next to his brother, the sun god, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, what? 5'10", 5'11". Equanimeous St. Brown, 6'5". You know, I ain't going to go into the numbers because I don't know them directly right in front of me. But you got to think that Equanimeous St. Brown, just because of size and even, you know, where did he go? He went to Notre Dame. Amon-Ra went to USC, I think. So, you know, but Amon-Ra, but again, scheme, how are we using them? You know, like a lot matters. So, again, we did pick the wrong St. Brown. If Amon-Ra was over here, that'd be a problem. But to be honest, you know, in the long run, I got Jaden Reed over Amon-Ra. And if Jaden Reed's just a little less as good or as little less as accomplished, because, you know, Amon-Ra's, he's becoming a staple in Detroit. You know, he might be one of their top receivers when it's all said and done if he stays there and they keep him around. You know, he's very productive, very good. Only thing he lacks in his size, and he's shown that doesn't matter at all. He's cooked up against us, and he's a real deal player in these NFL streets. So, yeah, it seemed like we got the wrong St. Brown. But then again, even when EQ gets cut or whatever we do with him, the Bears are sitting there waiting. So, what we must think, you guys, whoever does leave, the Packers, you know, half of the NFC North is waiting in line. If not half, then all 3 of those teams. So, we got to look out for that, too. Okay. Didn't know that. Shit, my shit is French. My shit is French. I got French in my blood somehow, some way. For real. But if you seen like my family, you probably wouldn't think half of us is related. We got mixed. My family look crazy. Like we got some people who look Mexican, white, for real, for real. And Amon-Ra means the sun god. Definitely, bro. And I named them. I was trying not to, but you know, in the black community, we look at light-skinned niggas as weak. You know, we look at them as a little soft sometimes, and I might be considered borderline light-skinned. I don't know. Sometimes I'll be like, well, you know, I just stay in the middle. You know, I'm fair-skinned or whatever. But you know, he just needs to tighten it up and get a little tougher. That's all we saying. Oh yeah, they scared, but I seen something that I just really laughed at, OG, this morning. I read some thumbnail somewhere. This dude was like, "Oh, I just talked to Caleb Williams for about 10 minutes. What did he say? Condolences to the Packers, Lions, and Vikings." I don't give a fuck. First of all, okay, I'm a USC fan. Great, all that's cool. And Caleb Williams is great, and I wish him the best in the NFL wherever he goes. First of all, but Bears gonna fumble the bag anyway. But I ain't fucking scared of no Caleb Williams, and it ain't no condolences to shit. Like sometimes people gotta watch their mouth. Now you could have said, oh, Packers might better watch out, or the NFC North might want to watch out. Say something like that, but don't say condolences. Like we taking a loss. Like Caleb Williams just gonna come in and take over the North over Jordan Love and my dead body. Fuck you mean condolences to the Packers, Vikings, and Lions, because Caleb Williams. We ain't scared of him. Have you heard of Jordan Love? People be saying crazy shit out there. Hell yeah. Oh, brother, trust me. You seen mine, you be like, is that yours? Is that yours? Yes. Hey, I tell them, hey, meet me at UCLA. Let's get this test done. But yeah, no, again, but if you look at pictures of my grandma or my great grandma, you wouldn't even think. You'd be like, well, who's this white lady? You know what I'm saying? If you seen pictures, even my dad, you know what I'm saying? One of my kids, like, man, again, if you seen all my family, you'd be like, what the hell is this? We got everything, We got Puerto Ricans in my family, Mexicans, a lot of my, family then branched out and, so that's a part of it. But even the originals, the black ones, like, bro, we all look a little different too. Like something going on, man. That's love, for them to even mention that, because it's gonna take them a while to give us any kind of credit. You already know how it goes, and you know what? I don't like it. Once all the national media, when we was cooking and starting to get better, once they start jumping on the bandwagon and talking about us, I don't like that shit. I don't like and I was so used to the hate that we get that I don't even watch this shit anymore anyway. But sometimes you gotta watch the games and you hear the broadcast a little before. Man, have they changed from the beginning of the season. Now, J Love he was fucking up a little in the beginning. So maybe there was reason for them to be cautious. But I'm glad he came through for 12 weeks straight of just really exceptional football to shut everybody up. And then now you already know. I done heard so many things. Oh, man, Packers had the easiest schedule last year. Like, y'all just ain't going to quit. So fuck the schedule last year in making the playoffs, okay? But number one, we made the playoffs. Half the league wishes that they could have made the playoffs, okay? Number two, we went to a top-tier team. We went to an MVP candidates team. We went to a Coach of the Year candidates team at their house, Jerry's World, and won a fucking playoff game and didn't just won convincingly. So what the fuck do y'all mean the schedule was easy? And then we go to the NFC representative in the Super Bowl house and really should have left that game with a victory, honestly. So, like, that's why I don't fuck with the media. Like, again, it's just about clicks at that any given day or time. So I ain't worried about it. Hey, they could be tough all they want, Zane, but we gonna be the toughest, man. I think we are coming back to take the motherfucking North. And I really hope, again, or should I not? We'll go about that, but we got to be confident no matter what we do. I was gonna say I really hope we get a playoff game at Lambeau. But I don't know. We kind of look good both games on the road. Maybe J Love is good on the road, which is good, but again, the losses hurt way more when it's at Lambeau. You can feel the energy being sucked out of the whole crowd, and it's just a bad feeling when we lose a playoff game at Lambeau any given time, but especially when we're supposed to win, which was the case the past couple times that we were in the playoffs with, Aaron Rodgers. So, but we'll see. But again, man, moral of the story today, we want Stokes healthy. We want Stokes back. We haven't thrown in a towel on him. But this is another example of, hey, man, combine is cute. They in shorts. Those numbers have nothing to do with what goes on in between the numbers, y'all, on a gridiron, on a football field. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be careful. Hey, relative athletic score, Wonderlic, all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Who gives a fuck, right? I remember, I forgot what it was. Well, shit, some people's mom were prostitutes, right? You know, they might not want to answer certain questions. Oh, what does your mom do for a living? Like, damn, do you really want to know what my mom was doing? For real, you know? Some of their moms might have been on dope or something, you know? Hey, that ain't no way to judge them. You know, maybe you might judge them even better. Because again, first thing I ask is background. I want to know if they done been through some shit. It ain't got to be a tragic murder or nothing like that. Just been through some kind of adversity in life. Been an underdog and accomplished something. That's what I look at, because you're going to need that hunger and you're going to need to stay motivated. And you definitely stay motivated if you came from some places that you never want to go back to. So that's what I look at. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know, hey, shout out to the grave digger, man. Big Gilbert Brown. If we can get something like him, how amazing was he, you know? Shout out to the grave digger, man. Hey, and it breaking through double teams, you know, and had a motor. And you gotta love the you know, the little neck, you know, the neck shit he used to wear sometimes too. I agree, Brandy, but ain't that a bitch though? Because Brandy, what were we saying soon as the trade happened? Oh, Aaron only has to play 60% of the snaps. We're going to get a first rounder, because that was my only thing, because the Devontae thing happened where we got 2 twos or some crazy shit. We didn't get a first for Devontae, right? So when I seen that, best receiver in the league right now, and he's still young, and we can't get 2 number ones for his ass, something crazy like that. So when Aaron got traded, I'm like, at least we get a number one. And this motherfucker got hurt the first drive, bro. And bye-bye number 1 pick. But I do think it's still a premium pick. And Goody has to have a hard on for all the picks he has. And he's ready. He's already mentioned it. See, he could have went up there and said, oh, yeah, I got some picks. I can't wait. His greedy ass went up there and said, I need more. Like, that's the kind of guy you want, man. And let's not cancel it out. Listen, I wasn't a believer at first, but Goot decided to stand his ass up there at the podium and act like we might make a move via free agency or using these picks as capital for a trade. You know, we don't know. It depends. Is the iron hot enough now to strike? Is it hot enough right now to strike? We got to figure that shit out. Oh, man, you know, you kind of remind me of my boy Taylor Belzane when you said that. Well, damn, Leroy Butlers don't come that often. The inventor of the Lambeau Leap, still a brilliant guy. The way he talks about ball, my other boy, I forget his name. Sorry, I'm shooting a blank on him. But the way he talks ball, even to this day, like, again, shout out, man. We just mentioning OG players now. OG mentioned Gilbert Brown. Now you mentioning Leroy Butler. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, that just shows how rich that our motherfucking Packers history is, bro. We got players on top of players on top of players on top of players, man. I mean, hey, eating up double teams, 60 or something? Like 3 big boy moving around, man. Hey, I know he was causing sinners hell. And then again, what an incredible name, the Gravedigger. That ain't nothing to play with. And he had the celebration. That ain't nothing to play with, y'all. Now, that might be an option, right? Motherfuckers just be like, oh, Charles Woodson's the coach. Do he want to? Have y'all seen him with a headset on? And when I look up Charles Woodson, all I see is Woodson whiskey, which I looked up this morning. I looked up Charles Woodson this morning, just seeing what the OG was about. The first thing he was doing was promoting Woodson whiskey. So I don't think he worried about coaching. He worried about drinking. And I'm actually have to try some of that Woodson whiskey. I am not afraid to sip me a beverage, right? That's what you calling? You don't want Yash for depth, OG? Do you think we could find a equivalent talent of Yash with one of these picks that we have in the draft that we ain't got to pay for another 4 years? And then again, or for another 3 years. And then again, you know, hey, Yash has shown and proved that he could go in there as a starter and get it done. I went to a game, San Francisco 2 years ago. I'm in my phone. You know, I'm out in the Bay Area having fun. I'm looking at my phone at updates. Elgton Jenkins is out. I said, damn, Elton is out, we're in trouble because Bakhtiari was out too at the time. So I'm like, it's on Yash, but Yash went out there and handled business with a little help from Big Dog knocking Bosa on his ass a few times, but still. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, but man, we ain't here to give that sorry franchise credit, but I mean, Big William had his time, They put that motherfucker at fullback and he ran it in. So, get a refrigerator, give him a little love, y'all. Not too much love. But again, that's the last time the Bears were even thought of being good. And it's just glad that we can sit and laugh and talk about shit like this and that. But, shout out to William Perry, man. I don't know. Shit. We might draft a center and put Josh Myers at right guard. Again, he is on the fence right now. I'm sure he'll be the starting center this year, but you got to think they got to be making a decision on him at some point. Is he going to be the starting center? Clearly, at this point, that's a lot to ask, but he's not Corey Lindsey. Corey Lindsey is an all-pro type player. So, but again, Josh Myers played guard and center in college. He's not unfamiliar with it. That's why Packers get very versatile players, man. Because again, okay, we tried you, Josh Myers. You were our only chance at center. It didn't work out. Let's try you out at guard. He might flourish at guard. You never know, man. Brian Bulaga, when we first drafted him, Brian Bulaga, Iowa, hey, left tackle, right tackle, whatever you needed to do, Absolutely. Or, just draft them, period. Just to be an outlier, just to show these people that we know what the fuck we doing. You know what I'm saying? Again, he wet the bed at the draft. We don't know what he going through. He might have had an argument with his girl. We don't know. He might not have been feeling good that day. There might be other kind of reports. We don't know. Some people might just be uncomfortable in that environment. That's a football environment, but it's a little different. Training camps and going to football camps is a little different from that shit. It's more business oriented, and you just got all these, weirdos looking at you when you half dressed, and just, again, some people don't react well to certain situations, but when you put them on the field and say down, said hut, yeah. So, and then again, people felt some way about Rasheed Walker, right? 6th round pick. From what we did with them and what he did with us, do you think he's worth a 6th round pick? Absolutely. He should have been a 2nd or 3rd round pick from the dividends he paid for us, If he could get the bag, yes. If he could get the bag. But again, Savage is another guy coming out of the draft, had all the measurables. Has it really worked that we thought we would? Is he living up to his last name on the field? Probably not to the extent that we wanted to, but, he's got the numbers, and that's reference that Hafley could go off of. I don't know if he still has that speed. This was a few years ago, but I do know he took a step up in leadership. But again, we don't know what's going to happen. Bro, you is not about to play me with starting Sean Clifford. Like, do you want me to start Sean Clifford too, or are you going to let me have J Love and you have Sean Clifford? That's number one. And then number two, I have to say it now. Shout out to my gaming channel, Higher Point of View Gaming. It was an epic night yesterday. I'm just minding my business, y'all. Playing, random people from the internet. Cali Packer decides to come in my stream in the comments like, come on, let's play, let's do it, let's do that. I'm like, okay, let's do it. I stopped what I was doing, and me and Cali Packer had a match. It was a classic match, man. It was a classic game, but HPOV at the very end had to take the victory, man. So shout out to my boy Eddie, man. Cali Packer, bro. We finally had our game in Madden, and I can't wait till y'all play so we can see what happened then. But yeah, I owe him a game. We only played one game because I was right in the middle of doing some shit on Ultimate Team, so I had to jump back into what I was getting to. But me and Cali Packer had it out. It was a 4-hour stream. If you guys want to go look, it's at 1 hour and 50 minutes when me and him first start interacting, and then we have our game. But it was a classic, epic game, y'all. Y'all got to see it. But just to give a little summary, first fucking throw I throw. Interception to the house. He He's celebrating, running in, celebrating and all this shit. I kept my composure, just kept going, and we ended up coming back, man. And I won the game. So that ain't gonna be the first that ain't gonna be the first. That ain't gonna be the last time me and Cali Packer play. But shout out to my boy, man. That was a good game. And y'all could go check that out at Higher Point of View Gaming, man. It was an epic stream last night, and yeah, he came through. An hour and 50 minutes is when me and him started interacting and we had our game. Is it a rookie we talking about who's gonna be coming in? But we definitely need a run stopper. But hey, Heavy D, Devontae Wyatt is supposed to be that guy, man. So, hopefully he comes out. And again, he was a first rounder too, right? Like, come on now, these first round. Hey, we got 4th rounders, Zach Tom. We got 6th rounders, Rasheed Walker. We got whatever Valentine was coming in there, making impacts and starting games, bro. Heavy D, Eric Stokes, couple of y'all. Like, we need y'all to start, really stepping up and becoming leaders, and at least statistical leaders on this team at some point. Yeah, for sure. And you know what? Hey, hopefully he can be another sleeper that we get, right? Because everybody want to go off of this stupid shit. Woo, yeah. Woo. Man, I see us giving them 2 for 1 year for a prove it deal, kind of like a Keyshawn Nixon deal, but this motherfucker want 5 to 7. I think we get that in the draft. But then again, what's the market really looking like, man? We got Whitfield, right? We got a couple other people. The guy from San Francisco seems to be, on the fence of whatever is going to happen with him. So, okay, bro. Okay, I'm going to let you pick Sean Clifford, bro. And I'm going to stay with J Love. I'm not hyping up Sean Clifford. I haven't played with him in Madden, but I'm going to hold you to your word for it. So don't use excuse, Zane, afterwards talking about, I had Sean Clifford. Hey, I didn't ask you to pick him, okay? I'll be so afraid to pick him in Madden, because even you already know Jordan Love throws some bullshits on that. If you are, bro, that's cool. If I am, bro, that's cool. But is Goot thinking that? Do you think Goot pivoted? Because I swear, before the press conference, I'm like, Goot's gonna say, like, we're still in cap hell, in nice ways to say it, punt questions and all that. But he's out there talking about, no, if somebody's there, we're gonna get him. Like, bro, don't talk like that. We're gonna have another D-Train type year. I don't know. But shout out to my boy Goat Mike. But shit, I gotta get up out of here, y'all. Gotta handle some business. So yeah, I'm gonna holler at you, Zane. Hit me up on the Madden tip. But thank all y'all for coming out. So again, man, there's more combine drills and all that shit y'all gonna be seeing today. People unquote failing, people not achieving to a combine grade, right? That means nothing in football, but some people go to the combine and show out and get picked and get way more money and clout that they should have got. So you already know. Oh yeah, I already told you, man. Goot, hey, you give Goot $10, he gonna come back with a steak, potatoes, and dessert, bro. He's a bargain guy and he knows how to talk. And on that note, Brandy, have a good weekend. Just like, hey, everybody have a good weekend. I'll see y'all Monday. Be safe. I'll be thinking about you guys. So shout out to Brandy Lewis, of course. Shout out to my boy Dark Gable, man. Hey, happy belated birthday. Happy birthday again, my bro. Thank you for coming through. Goat Mike is in the building. Thank you for coming through. Hey, Goat Mike got a little stroke, man. He got a little stroke, man. I seen Goat Mike make about 2, 3, 4 free throws in a row, man. Shout out to Goat Mike. Zane Strong, of course. Thank you for everything you do, my boy. I'm gonna holler at you soon at some point. Shout out to Cali Packer. He ain't in here, but I played him yesterday, and we're gonna play again. He gonna get his rematch. He wanted a rematch, but I had to get back to my stream because I had other shit to do. So yeah, shout out to Dark Gable, Zane Strong, Brandy Lewis, everybody that came through today. If I forgot about you, I didn't forget about you. My boy Freddie Roper, John Bain, and hit that like button. Shout out to my boy Milto too. Shout out to House of Red Wine, G Pack, everybody in the building. So I'm out of here, Waking Pack family. Thank you for watching. If you missed it, rewind it. And if you're coming late, motherfucking go watch the replay. My boy is in here. Shout out to Big Nate. And yeah, we getting out of here. And Big Nate moved yesterday. Well, we're gonna get into that probably on Monday. I'll probably holler at you then. But I hope you had a good move, bro. I mean, you're still in Nevada, you moved to Cali, like what you doing? But yeah, I'm out of here, y'all. Thank you.